Hello, welcome to section 2.5, which deals with solving with fractions and decimals. So let's just get right into it. And this section has to deal with solving equations with our favorite fraction coefficients. Okay, so I know we all love fractions here. Okay, so let's look at this example here. 1/8 x plus 1/2 is equal to 1/4. Now the process is the same. Okay, you have number, variable plus number is equal to another number. We subtract both sides from the number. We're trying to get x by itself. And the only thing that is, I guess you could say different, but not really, is that we're just simplifying and solving the equation with properties of fractions. Okay, so here we subtract both sides by 1/2, right? We change 1/2 to the equivalent 2/4. Then because it's the same, 1 minus 2 is -1. 1/8 comes down, and then we multiply by the reciprocal because dividing by a fraction is multiplying by the reciprocal. Okay, so, oh, that's a repeat. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a couple of problems. So first thing, let's talk about strategy. We need to find the least common denominator. This is another way. If you do, one different way is that if we multiply everything by the least common denominator, that will get rid of all the fractions. So let's say, for instance, this equation here, 1/6y minus 1/3 and 6. Well, the least common denominator for this one here is going to be 6, right? Because 6 divides into it and 3 divides into it. So let's go ahead and multiply both sides of the equation by this 6, okay? So basically, we're taking 6 times 1/6 y minus 6 times 1/3 is equal to 6 times 5/6. Now, it's really important that you see how this works, okay? So here in this case, this is the reciprocal of 1/6, so they will cancel each other out. So that's y, and then this is a minus, and then 1/3 of 6, this divides into here twice, so that's 2, and that's equals. And then here the 6's cancel out and you get a 5. So then plus 2, we get y is equal to 7. Okay, so that's nice, right? Now that the fractions are gone. So what about here? 4, 2, and 8. The LCD for 4, 2, and 8 is 8. Okay, because all of these divide into it. So multiplying everything by 8 means that you're actually doing 8 times 1/4 x plus 8 times 1/2 is equal to 8 times 5/8. Now, after a while, you don't really need to keep writing this step if you see it right away, but just so that you know. So 4 goes into 8 twice, okay? So that becomes 2/1, which is just 2x. 2 goes into 8 4 times, so plus 4 is equal to, and here the 8's cancel out, and you get a 5. So minus 4, and we get 2x is equal to 1, and then divide by 2, and then you get x is equal to 1/2. Okay, let's do a couple more. So let's do that. So just to practice, again, you know, you can pause this, attempt them, and then check with me. So here the LCD for 2, 5, and 4, okay, is going to be what? 20, okay, and you can just check that on your own, you know, prime factorization and all that. Okay, so I'm going to multiply everything by 20. Okay, so I'm doing 20 times 6 is equal to 20 times 1/2 v plus 20 times 2/5 v minus 20 times 3/4 v. Okay, so this becomes 120, and this goes here, 10v plus, and then 5 goes into 24. 4 times 2 is 8v minus, and then 4 goes into 25, and then 5 times 3 is 15v. Okay, so then simplifying the right-hand side, we have 18 minus 15, which is 3v, and then divide by 3, and we get 4 is equal to v, or v is equal to 4. So that's pretty good. Okay, so same here, we have LCD for 1/2 and 4, 2, and 3. The LCD is 12. Okay, so let's multiply everything by 12. So then 12 times -1 is 12, right? -12. 1/2 of 12 is 6u plus 1/4 of 12 is 3u minus, and then 3 goes into 12 4 times 2 is 8u. So now we just get negative 12 is equal to, and then we get 9 minus 8, which is just u. So that's it. Okay, so let's do a few more. Here the LCD will be 8, and we get 8a plus 8. I'm just going to write this 8. So 8 times a, 8 times 3/4 is equal to 8 times 3/8 a minus 8 times 1/2. Okay, so that will be 8a plus, and this goes to 6 is equal to 3a minus, and then 4. So minus 3a minus 3a. And then we get 5a plus 6 is equal to minus 4, minus 6 minus 6. So 5a is equal to negative 10, divide by 5, divide by 5, and then a is equal to negative 2. Okay, and then this last one, the LCD would be 6. So then 6 times x plus 6 times 1/3 is equal to 6 times 1/6x minus 6 times 1/2. So then that's going to be 6x. This goes into here twice. Plus 2 is equal to, this cancels, you get x. And then 1/2 of 6 is 3. So then combining simplifying by subtracting, the same side, right? Moving it over. So then we get minus 2 minus 2. 5x is equal to negative 5. Divide by 5. And we get x is equal to negative 1. Okay, so I think that's enough for these. We can skip to these here. If we have here 4q plus 3 over 2 plus 6 is equal to 3q plus 5 over 4. Again, what's the LCD here? The LCD for this is 4, so we can just go ahead and use that to reduce this here. We have 4 times the quantity 4q plus 3 over 2 plus 4 times 6 is equal to 4 times 3q plus 5 over 4. So that cancels. This goes into here twice. 2 times 4q plus 3 plus 24 is equal to 3q plus 5. So then distributing, we get 8q plus 6 plus 24 is equal to 3q plus 5. And then 8q plus 30, because it's simplifying, right, is equal to 3q plus 5. So subtract both sides by 3q. Okay, that cancels. We get 5q plus 30 is equal to 5. Subtract both sides by 30. And we get 5q is equal to negative 25. Divide by 5, divide by 5. Q is equal to negative 5. Okay, and then here, so same kind of thing, LCD is 4. Okay, so 4, this is going to reduce, right? 2 goes into 4 twice. So it's going to be 2 times 2s plus 3 plus 4 equals, and then the 4s will cancel out, so you get 3s plus 2. Okay, so then distributing, we get 4s plus 6 plus 4 is equal to 3s plus 2. 4s plus 10 is equal to 3s plus 2. Minus 3s. And we get s plus 10 is equal to 2. Minus 10 minus 10. S is equal to negative 8. Okay, so let's do some with decimal coefficients. Now remember, a decimal is actually easier to get rid of the decimals because you can just count the number of decimal places and then multiply that by either 10, 100. Okay, so number, this is a little cheat thing, right? So number of decimal places. To get rid of the decimals, it has to equal number of zeros. So this is what you multiply by. Multiply by, so if it's 1 decimal, you would do 10. If it's 2 decimals, 100, 3 decimals, 1,000, and so on. So let me show you. So in this case, this first problem, there's 2 decimals, 2 decimals, 2 decimals, 1 decimal. So the largest amount of decimals is 2. So number of decimals is 2. So I'm going to multiply by 100. See how it's 2 zeros? Okay. So if I multiply everything by 100, so remember that moves this changes this to 6x plus, and then this changes it, right, to 2 equals, that changes this to 25x minus, and then you just move this 2 over, but you add a 0, 150. So how nice is this? Okay, so minus 6x minus 6x. Okay, we get 2 is equal to 19x minus 150 plus 150 plus 150. And we get 152 is equal to 19x, divide by 19, divide by 19. And then x is equal to 152 divided by 19. So that is 8. Okay, so you can do that for all these other ones, but let's go ahead and just practice. So in this one, the largest amount of decimal places is 102, so that's 100. So that's going to move everything 2 decimal places over. So 14h plus 12 equals 35h minus, and then 2 places over, 240. So this is really important, okay? So let's go ahead and solve for h. So minus 14h minus 14h. We get 12 is equal to 21h minus 240. So plus 240 plus 240 is equal to 252 is equal to 21h, 21. So then h is equal to 1, and then 42, so that's 12. So 252 divided by 21 is 12. Okay. All right, let's just choose a different color for fun. Okay, a black. Wow, that's so fun. Okay, so first thing, so let's go ahead and distribute this. But then you could also just go ahead and multiply by 100, because that will change this 0.05 to 5. So let's go ahead and do that. So if I multiply everything by 100, that's going to be 25x plus 5 times the quantity x plus 3 is equal to 285. So distribute, we get 25x plus 5x plus 15 is equal to 285. 30x plus 15 is equal to 285. So minus 15 minus 15. 30x is equal to 270. So divide by 30. And you get x is equal to 9. Okay. All right, so this last one, same kind of thing. We're going to multiply by 100. And you get 25n plus 5 times the quantity n plus 5, okay, is equal to 295. So again, we got rid of this, we got rid of this, we got rid of that decimal. So 25n plus, and then distributing 5n plus 25, is equal to 295. 30n plus 25 is equal to 295. Oh, that's also going to be 270, looks like. Minus 225 for both sides. We get 30n is equal to 270, and then divide by 30, and again we get n is equal to 9. That's interesting. Okay, so that's it for section 2.5. I would do odds, all of them, because it's really not that many. It's only 20 problems, and it's a good thing to practice multiplying by the LCD, okay? So it will save your life later. Trust me, you do not have to be afraid of fractions. You can get rid of them. Okay, so good luck, happy studying, and I will see you on the next video.